they were cutting this into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces, and I think their goal was probably to make this unrecognizable.
Multiple cuts and attempts to sever all parts of this statue are evident when looking closely at the recovered pieces of the iconic bronze Amelia Earhart statue, stolen this past spring and recovered last month.
It takes about a year to make these things. These are very special pieces for the community. And I know if it was one of my pieces that was stolen, I mean, that it's almost like having a chapter of your life ripped out and just destroyed.
For foundry operator and sculptor Morgan MacDonald, who has been tasked with her repair, it's not just a job, it's a passion to bring her back to glory.
This is really a unique piece to them. This is where she took off from the Harbour Grace airfield. It's part of history. It's part of that historical context. It's a work of art. The fact that the community trusts me enough to take on a project like this, I think that's a real special feeling.
Back in April, the Amelia Earhart statue was stolen from its home in Harbour Grace. It was later found in pieces in a wooden area near Heart's Content. At Newfoundland Bronze Foundry, Morgan MacDonald provides a clear picture of the damage and explained just how close the thieves came to destroying the statue.
So in her hand, she's holding a flight cap here. I don't know if you can see it here. But you can notice that they had started to cut this right here. See it right there? And knowing the way that this was made, there was a lot of attention and specific care to make something that was historically accurate to Amelia Earhart, you know, her flight hat.
MacDonald says repairing bronze like this involves much more than just welding.
And so what really worries me about this kind of destruction is that when they were going at some of the more detailed pieces, unfortunately they didn't do anything that was on some incredibly detailed areas. Which in bronze it's very difficult to fix something, such as these laces. So you can kind of see how much detail is on this cast boot. So I know a lot of care, in our artistic attention was paid to replicating these boots historically. So you can see this, this is, even the fine fibers on these laces, this is cast material that if they had ground this off or cut it, it'd be very, very difficult to replicate this kind of work.
The statue theft hit the town heart. But with restoration now underway, the community looks forward to celebrating the statue's return.
There's going to be a little bit of research and kind of experimentation to try to match this color, to bring it back to, what the artist's original intent was with the piece. We want this to, look exactly the way it was when it was first put there.
RCMP continue to investigate this crime and no arrests have been made. In the meantime, MacDonald and his team work with care to bring Amelia home. I'm Maria Kavatsuik, NTV News.